What's my story?
Yeah.
A real Atlanta nigga from the projects, up and coming rapper, hard, lyrical, a voice that you ain't never heard, the savior of the projects. That's what it is to me.
Now, is it a certain part of Atlanta you represent?
Yeah, I represent the 3. OC Tomerville, Zone 3 district. You know, a historical place. Gangsta shit only. You know, that 3. It's a little different from the west side, but you know, we're the heart of the city.
How big was gang activity growing up?
Growing up, it was cliques. It was cliques and crews and shit. Everybody stayed with who they fuck with. But I say like in 07, 06, that gang shit started coming in. Like when us at ABG, we were big on, they were Bloods and we was Crips, and we was going crazy with that gang banging shit. But yeah.
And was it a specific set for you?
Well, my set, we were YGC, Young Gunner Crew. And then my nigga Lil Bub, free Lil Bub, by the way. Lil Bub got a life sentence. But YGC, we were more family orientated. Everybody family, like our children, all our children are kin to each other on both sides, like some project shit, like some real project shit. YGC, we known for doing the paper scamming and shit, you know, going to Lennon's and Brookhaven and doing the paper and shit, the teen opportunity program and shit, trying to get some money.
What age were you when you became a part?
When I came apart, I say about 14. Yeah, when I came officially, I started running with Willie B. The rest in peace, my nigga Willie B. And Blue them, man. I just got down. I loved that shit, like just being noticed and being loved by people, man. Your age range and shit, you know, really doing crazy shit, stealing cars and all type of stupid shit, man, you know.
And was it a specific reason why you joined?
Well, my cousin was in it. My cousin and shit, they was with the YG shit. But you know, it was just how they fuck with a nigga, how they love a nigga, how they treat you like one. Everybody ain't no boss. You there ain't no big dog in that YG shit. Just everybody treated like men and get respected like men. And that was how we was when we was young. That's why the OGs respected us and shit. That was why I'm big general today.
Now, your parents, they weren't members.
Hell no. Hell no.
How did they feel about you joining?
My parents, I wasn't never a badass kid. It was never proven that I was riding around with the Gunner Crew and doing crazy shit. It was never proved. Like my mama I never had to go to the hood. My mama gave us a good home, and my father, he was there for me, you feel me? So I never needed the hood. But we actually stayed in the hood when we was younger. And goddamn, my mama had a house by the hood, and I just go there every day. But my mama, I never did nothing in front of my mom. No stupid shit. I might smoke some weed in front of my mom, but you know, then I never did nothing. Like my mama, I'm a real rapper to my mom. So, you know.
So you kept this away from them?
Mm-hmm. I never brought no bullshit home. I never had beef in the streets. I brought it in my mom's house, so my mom would, you know, I never know. Like, I was a real player going to school. I brought hoes home, but
it was a respect thing.
It's most definitely about respect with my mom. My mom got a relationship like she my sister. You know, my best friend and shit. So it's anything we come to talk about. My mom got 4 boys and 1 girl, he did. So I already respect my mom's shit.
And where are you on that ladder there?
What you mean?
That ladder of all those siblings you have. Are you towards the oldest?
I'm the second oldest.
You are.
Mm-hmm. But I'm the older because I was the first one to come in them streets. So, you know, my older brother, he book smart, which I am too, but I definitely know more about the streets than he do.
Same father for all the siblings?
My first brother, he got his own pops. I got my own dad. My baby brother, he got his own dad, and my sister and my other brother, the middle brother, they share their dad.
YGC, when you became a part of that, was it a situation where you get jumped in?
Nah, we went. It was on some player shit, get money shit. YGC was always on some get money shit. We put it down when it needed to, but you know we was always on some get money shit. Like my family was already in it, so it was like I was born in. So YGC, like I was saying, it's a crew, it's a clique. Like I would never, I wouldn't want to hang with no niggas if they put their hands on me. Like personally, like. I ain't finna get jumped in to know to hang with no niggas. So I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But, you know, YG is a team.
And your parents, they're separated at this point.
Mm-hmm. They cool as hell, though.
Remember what age they were what age you were, I'm sorry, when they separated?
I was like, probably like 8, 9. I remember everything. Yeah, I was like 8, 9.
Were they ever married?
Nah, but my pops got married after. My mom didn't ever get married. She a player.
So would it be safe to say that you had a step parent as well?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they at the time you were 8 or 9, they split, your parents, and did that catch you by surprise, or did you see signs of that about to happen, the split?
No, because I was always used to being with my grandma and going to church and shit, so I never just got into that with my moms and my pops.
When they split, I know you said you remember it, so that's why I'm asking you some of these questions. When they split, were you angry? Were you sad? Were you hurt?
No, not at all. I was a child, you know. I know what was going on, but it was my least worries.
And you end up living under the household of your mother.
Yeah.
There were times you would live under your
I go with my dad. Like I can't sit here and tell you, Smiles, that my father wasn't in my life, because he was. You feel me? Like even though I'm a street nigga, but my pop was in my life. He came. Shit like summers and got me and shit, took me to the country and all type of shit, you know, fun shit, I remember. But yeah, they'll split it up.
Now, looking back at your life, hindsight 2020, did this split affect you growing up?
Not at all. I feel like the things I know today, like I gained it from my mother and my father, like. And some of the shit they didn't teach me, I learned in the streets. Like, I feel like that didn't fuck with my future. Period.
Were either of your parents in the streets at all?
My mom was hustling and shit. She was a little hustler and shit. My pop he was playing ball and shit. He was a good ball player. He played for Cream and shit. He be showing me a little pictures and shit. He was a good ball player, but my mom used to hustle, crack and shit back in the day.
She would just hustle it. She would never consume it herself.
Hell no. My mom don't even smoke weed, period.
As far as your dad and him playing basketball, did he ever try to get you to play?
Man, yeah, but I went to football practice one motherfucking day. And I ain't never went back ever. Like, I just felt like that went for me. I felt like I used to look in the mirror when I was young and shit. And I always wanted to be a rapper. Like, it wasn't nothing I could imagine myself doing but rapping, entertaining people. Because I was chasing that attention, you did what I'm saying? So I knew what I wanted to be. Even as young, I used to just get the mic and rock around the house and shit. Rapping and shit. Rapping that Weezy, rapping that Jules, like, back then in them days, like, I always wanted to be a rapper.
Remember what age that was back in those days?
13, 8, 9. Back, I was goddamn with it.
When it came to your father, he had you had a step parent.
Yeah.
Good relationship with her?
Oh, hell yeah. That's my mama, too. Hell yeah, Letitia.
Now,
She's a good lady.
Now, how were you able to have a good relationship with this step parent? Because sometimes I interview people and they have a step parent and it's a toxic relationship. So how were you able to have a good one?
It's like,
when
you know,
others
you
have
gotta,
toxic ones?
you gotta, like, if some people be with that bullshit, like, with the children, like some niggas be like, man, you know, they don't like the other dad and be like, you my child and shit, be playing with the children. I just feel like that's fuck up a child mind just to even do those things, like play like you his father and you know what's going on. Like my stepmom, she never made me feel that way. She know I was her stepmom and she let me know that. So like it was never toxic for me.
Now, let's say somebody's watching this interview, listening to your story, and maybe they're dealing with a step parent in their life. Now, I know circumstances could be different for everybody.
Yeah.
But is there anything you would say to somebody watching this and they have a step parent too?
I say y'all just give each other a chance. Just talk and see where y'all can build y'all relationship at. Though I tell you, like, take it one day at a time with them. It's all about respect.
Your mother, would she ever have boyfriends and things of that nature?
What'd you say?
Your mother, would she ever have boyfriends and things of that nature?
I don't think, honestly, small, I don't even think my mama's thinking about no boyfriend right now. She just wants some money and just go to work and take care of her grandchildren and shit like that.
The reason why I ask is just seeing how you dealt with it, if you had to deal with that.
I had some cool ass stepdads. I ain't gonna lie. My mama fucked around when she did. I had some cool ass stepdads. Like,
I've heard horror stories, so just wondering how it was for you.
Nah, like, I had some cool ass stepdads. Like, it was one, what his name was, Nolan. That nigga smoked a lot of motherfucking weed. That nigga smoked a lot of weed. That's how we clicked right there, because I was a young nigga smoking that shit. I used to be smoking that motherfucking mid, that purple thrax and shit. So he'll come through with that dro. I used to fucking steal his pack going to school and shit. Pipe my homies up and shit.
Now, what was your mother's reaction to that? Because she was not a smoker. So when you get into smoking marijuana and things of that nature, what was her reaction to that?
Once she found out I was smoking, she really never tripped because I was at that age. I was 15, 16-year-old boy. I was at that age. That's what they do. You feel me? I went around shooting niggas and robbing. So you feel me? She already accept the weed, then accept the bullshit.
Now, do you have any children at this point yourself?
Yeah, I do. I have 3 sons and 1 daughter.
Same mother for all children?
No, it's 3. I got 3 baby mamas.
Now, when it came to raising your children, because you dealt with the split of your parents, did you try to do things differently with them?
Yeah, like,
try to raise them differently?
Yeah, like, I can go so deep with this. Like with my first son, I was so fucked up. I was just fucked up. I ain't have no. My financial was fucked up. Like I used to try my best just to try to show him how to be a man when he was young and just show him that I care and all type of shit. Like that's why I want. Like my other 3 children, they small, and like I try not to show them what the oldest been through. But like I was fucked up, man. Like having a child, like I was fucked up. I had to steal motherfucking milk out of Kroger's. Baby mama off doing what the fuck she wanted to do. Like bitch was probably out fucking and I was babysitting. Like, and that shit made me a man. You feel me? Like I remember all that shit. Like that shit was so hard. Like on the bus with my boy, like all type of shit. Like hotels, like niggas don't understand. Like that shit was hard with my first boy. So I try not to I try to keep that grind up with my other children, like just keep thriving and just try not to go back.
Remember what age you were when you had your first child?
I was 13.
13 years old.
13, 14, one on. Cash got down. Cat 9. Yeah, he 9. Yeah. And I was so fucked up small. I don't think nobody got down. No father was fucked up like me, nigga. I had to get it, like nigga, I used to walk to go get the milk. Had to walk back. Oh man, like that shit crazy. That shit brought tears to your eyes, but we here though.
I want to ask you some personal questions if you don't mind, but you having your first child at 13 years old, back then, was this the love of your life at that age? Was this your first girlfriend? Was this your first?
Yeah and no, cause like I was in love. Like I ain't gonna lie, I was in love with her, but she wasn't in love with me. Cause we'll still be together. Like I loved her deep too. To have a baby with, I loved her. Like, but you know, people just grow out of that shit. Like, people just grow tired. I was fucked up, and you know, I ain't no hoe gonna wanna be with no broke nigga. Like, fuck all that other shit. Hoes see them other niggas popping shit, and bitch gonna leave you. You feel me? Like, you gotta get something going on, but it's some real out here too. But I guess she just fell in love with me and shit, like all that type of shit. Plus, she was going through some things. So.
And what age was she? If you're 13 at this time, what age was she?
She was probably 13, 14 too. We grew up together. We actually, like, our family really know each other. Like, we really grew up with each other. Like,
was she the first person you lost your virginity to?
No. I don't fuck too many hoes. Nah, but that's neither here or there though. But I'm bad hoe. Yeah.
How young was it when you actually got sexually active?
I don't know what grade I was. I fucked a bitch on the steps in school. Me and my boy Blue fucked a bitch on the steps, and ever since then I've been going crazy. That had to be like, I had to be in 6th grade when I got my first P.
You being in 6th grade at that time, were you one of the youngest sexually active in your city back then?
Hell no, everybody was going crazy. Everybody was going crazy. I wasn't the only young nigga fucking.
Now you become a teenage parent at 13. When you have the other children, were you still a teenager?
I was still, I was going to the 18, 19 though.
Mm. Now, you did grow up, as you described, in poverty.
Yeah, but my mom, she did well. As a single mom, she did well. She tried her best. Like Christmas time, I always remember having a good Christmas. Yeah, we got down, was fucked up, but the little shit count. My mom tried her best, and she did her best. So I wouldn't say probably. I'd say we were surviving.
Now, in American society, people get placed in certain financial classes.
Yeah.
There's poor, there's lower, middle class, there's upper middle class, there's rich. Growing up, was your family able to move up higher financially in class, away from poverty, away from being poor?
Yeah, my mom's mom, she always hit the number like every year for a lot of racks. Like we did buy a house, what, 2-3 times. Like, but you know, that's the closest thing. We still had our apartment because my grandma would never let her apartment go. So you know, we still had our apartment.
What do you think the importance of that apartment was? Why wouldn't she ever let it go?
Probably just like if we ever go back, like we'll have someone to lay our head at.
like a backup plan.
Yeah, thinking smart.
Now, hindsight again, 2020, looking back at your life, how do you think growing up in poverty, the time you did grow up in poverty, how do you think that affected you?
That made me want more. That made me want right here with you. Like on some real shit. That made me. You not try this shit to make you hungry, nigga. Like for real. Shit make you want. Shit make you want to see everything life's held to offer. Like no cap.
Do you remember what the biggest obstacle you faced, money-wise, was back then, growing up in poverty?
With me, and I'm gonna be totally honest with you, trying to get a fucking quarter pound of weed, man. Quarter pound of weed, that was my biggest obstacle because I was so used to weighing up on ounces that I couldn't never get past that 3. But you know, but now my obstacle is crazy now. Like this rap shit got my mind, got me thinking crazy. Like I want $1 million fucking dollars.
Growing up in that environment, how young was it when you start earning money for yourself?
Like when I told you about the YGC shit, like
Yeah.
we was young getting at it. Like we used to take the 250 hit the mall to go up Buckhead and goddamn sit in front of the mall, sit in front of restaurants and hey man, teen opportunity program. We're taking donations, trying to go on a team a tournament, and that shit worked it. And like I say, we was like probably like 13, 12 doing that shit. Niggas was younger than that though.
And that's how it started.
Yep.
And back then, was that too young?
To get some money?
Yeah.
Hell no. It don't matter the age. As long as you get in, you get respected too. You get respected knowing that you're a hustler in the streets.
Now, you mentioned different hustles that you got involved in when you were pretty young on the street side of things. Was it more so petty or did it get deep?
I say it was never like I was always one of them fuck up pack hustlers then get back on. Like I don't seen some paper, but like I always fuck up my paper. Like I couldn't never get past this. Yeah, I don't had some licks, but fuck that shit. I blow that. But I always like I couldn't describe that to you, like, cause I ain't gonna sit right here and cap like other niggas be doing. Like I can't, cause that ain't me. But you know, it wasn't never hard.
Was there ever, I know you got involved in street activity young, but ever try your hand at a job?
Yeah, I got down. I worked at Grady Hospital, Grady Memorial. I worked there. I used to do the laundry there, and I had a job probably like a month. And the goddamn, I felt like the only reason I walked about that motherfucker smile because I felt like the man that was trying to overwork me, and he was trying to overwork me. Like I felt it. Like, come on, man, I'm a new kid here. I'm trying to impress my boss. Like, for real, I'm trying to help my baby mama. It's Christmas time. I've been in the house babysitting all motherfucking day. Like, fucked up. And I'm trying to work good and make sure these folks keep me. And this nigga had me doing his job. So, like, the boss went on vacation and she left a schedule for me to do it. She left my initials by the shit. So, I checked the initial shit, but I'm doing a whole nother side of the Grady. Like, Grady got 2 sides. This is an old hospital, but it got 2 sides. So I'm looking at the motherfucking board, and he got me doing all the shit that ain't got my initials on it. So I peeped that shit. I swear to God, small. I just walked out that motherfucker. And down there, probably like a year later, I'm here.
So that was your only job.
Yeah, that was my only job in life. Like, and my baby mom made me get that job. She didn't make me get that job, but you know, she's like, broke ass nigga, get some money. I was so fucked up in the house playing the game, watching my children dropping out my children, like, damn, she got tired of this shit. Bitch, she get tired of this shit. But, you know, I wasn't no leech or nothing, but she was just like, nigga, give me some money. And shit, that was my first job.
Remember what age that was?
I had to be like 19.
And was that a tough job?
Hell no, it was just like, I had to take the cart on every floor, change the dirty laundry with the new laundry. That's it. Then I go home.
Did that ever gross you out?
No, cause one time it was the Lord damn, you know. But it was a nigga, that nigga got there, you stink so motherfucking bad though. I don't know what his problem was, I ain't asked, but every time I go on that floor, it was one person. Like, I guess he couldn't go to the bathroom, and he always used on himself. But every time I go in the closet, man, oh my God, man, that shit used to be crazy. But that wasn't never my problem, cause you know it was all type of crazy shit going on at Grady.
Not a dangerous job.
Not at all. You didn't even have to work. You didn't even have to work that hard.
Now, speaking of crazy, did anything ever happen out of the norm at that job? What was the craziest thing that you experienced while you were working there? Was it just that person's stench that you had described?
Nah, I seen my Lord bless his soul, rest in peace. I seen my little buddy, cause like where we worked at in the hospital, that were the morgue or something like that was, and they used to bring the little bodies down there and shit to get to the. But I seen my little buddy Red, rest in peace. He died like probably a few years back. He was a young man, probably like 13, died on a dirt bike. But I seen him like I just know that my gut was telling me that was him. Like it was a little body, like a little man body, like a kid body, and it was bleeding from the head and shit. And I seen his mama on the first floor, and I was just coming back down there. I didn't know what was going on. So like, damn, I was like, I just seen somebody like, and she was crying bad, and they had to cover over him. They was taking him down through this shit. But that was crazy. I never told nobody that either, but yeah, that shit was crazy.
Your gut, your intuition, pretty much. That's it.
Yeah, that was him.
What time you gotta go?
That was him. They coming out the same flow, and you feel me? Like, I was just so happy. Like when people get on the elevator, I had to get off the elevator. Like you could be walking on the elevator, or you could be walking on the elevator. I have to get off the elevator. I don't give a fuck if I have a day's worth of laundry. I have to get off the elevator and start all the way over. Like, and that's how I was like, damn. I just seen what's the name now, man. You feel me? Like, and the trauma shit was going crazy. The lights in trauma, they were going fucking crazy. And then when the lights in trauma go off, they let you know somebody dying and that shit. But hell yeah.
Now, I know you get this job at about 19 years of age, but why not try your hand at a job earlier in life, especially when you were starting to get paper and hustle at about 12, 13?
Because I was happy with what I was doing. I was happy. I never needed. It didn't take much to make me happy. You dig what I'm saying? It didn't take much to make me happy. I told you I was a little kid, little smoking weed, playing the game and shit, fucking old. It didn't take much to make me happy, you know?
Because looking back at that can come with its own set of issues. Certain level of stress.
Yeah.
The looking over your shoulder feeling.
Yeah.
Sometimes violence.
Yeah.
Sometimes jail.
See, in the streets, I feel like if you're in the streets, like you gotta take whatever come with it. You gotta take the money. You gotta take the jail time. You gotta take the bitch. You gotta take everything that come with the streets if you in the streets. Like, no cap. Like, everything. You gotta take the good shit and the bad.
You knew this going into that path?
Yeah, I definitely did. I also have one fortunate one not to. He did. And I wanted to do something.
Worst case, death.
Hell yeah.
Now, did you experience any of these types of obstacles yourself?
Like, speaking of what?
Like death. Did you ever have a near-death experience? On the street side of things?
Most of the times I've been shot at. I don't flipped over in cars. All type of stupid shit. Like, the shit that can really get you killed. Like, but you know, God was ready for me.
Those times you were shot at, you were wrong place, wrong time, or
Yeah,
it was
it was
intended?
definitely wrong place, wrong time. My hood, like, I don't beef. I don't beef. Like, we get that shit over with. I don't beef. But in my hood, 4 seasons, like, everybody shoot up 4 seasons. Like, I don't know why niggas just ride through and shoot. Like, children outside, niggas just come through and shoot. Like, I done been in them situations. And, like, with other situations I can't speak on, but, yeah.
But those times you flipped in a vehicle, was it ever bodily harm to you? Do you break a bone?
I think I fractured my ribs. But it wasn't nothing like that though. I ain't even go to the hospital. It wasn't that bad. My ribs was aching like a motherfucker.
That is a painful injury.
Yeah, we flipped over like 100 times. But I was just one of them dumb kids that didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, and when you fracture a rib, you can puncture something, one of your organs inside, if it's a bad.
Yeah, that shit crazy. But I ain't even go check, so you know, I'm good.
What about incarceration? As a juvenile or as an adult?
Juvenile, I had a motherfucking. The longest I did in jail was 73 days. I had a trafficking case. I got caught up with at work. I got caught up in Bexar County fucking around. But that shit was in juvenile, so it don't even matter. Yeah, but I did 73 days in jail, pulling it out, and case was over with.
And never actually been shot though. Never been stabbed. None of that stuff.
Nope.
Very good. And did any of that stuff, even the close calls, even the getting shot at, wrong place, wrong time, the car flipping vehicle, stuff like that, did that ever deter you from the street path? Do you ever look at that?
Just saying, like, really what deterred me, I just saying, my homies dying. Like, all my homies, like my little cousin, Nana, he got shot by a friend. Like, everybody in my hood, like, they were killing each other, bro. So, that deterred me from trying to help my people.
Did you have an exit strategy?
Rapping and telling my story.
And was it a natural progression? Or was it like the flip of a switch?
It was definitely grind. Hard work. I had to. God wasn't ready for me because I've been rapping. It just I would never release no music, never put no mixtape together. God wasn't ready for me.
What was the turning point? When do you actually release music? When do you actually say and set these things in motion?
The turning point with me was I got a relationship with my girlfriend, player. And I had a popping song called Feelings. I got these niggas mad at me and they feeling that shit was going crazy. And on YouTube it was like probably like 50,000. And my old lady was like, shit, fuck that nigga. That motherfucker dropped a mixtape. Like, we was fucked up. We was in the car like she scripting at filers and shit. Like, I'm in 4C trying to scrape up my little coins and she just helping me get my mind right. Like, nigga, man, you hard. We need to stop playing and go and do this shit. So we put a mixtape together. And ever since then, we been going crazy.
What was her role with the big state?
Everything. She's a big part of my brand. Player, if you know me, you know Player. Like, I'm surprised. I'm really shocked that you ain't recording her. Like, you need to get her on here. Like, she'll tell
She didn't come in with you today.
Nah, it's all good, but we just had a son, so she on fraternity leave.
Maternity leave.
Well, whatever, she on that shit. She a real one though. Every man, I feel like every man need a strong woman that can guide them. Like, women see things we don't, especially when you got them on your side and like they there for you and they're trusting their bond there. Like, all men need that. Like, fuck out. Yeah, we can go fuck this hoe, that hoe, but who gonna be there when it's all fall down? Play a relationship. Like, I wouldn't even sign my deal if she went with me. That's how I feel.
Ever placed her in a music video?
Most definitely. She ain't Yang, by the Cove, what else? Motherfucking everything. She ain't everything. Like, if you know my story, like, that's why we doing this. If you just learn my story, you'll know Player. Most definitely.
How'd you guys meet?
Instagram. Huh. She chose the general,
She actually
she got at me. She got at me. I was the kid. Yeah, she got at me. But yeah, that's my dog.
How do you view that? How do you view, because in, I guess, American society, I don't know about other societies, but in American society, traditionally, it's the guy that approaches the female. It's the guy that initiates things. So when a female initiates something, do you look at that as, well, I don't know how you view it, so I don't want to put words in your mouth, but how do you view that when it's an untraditional way, when it's the female approaching, in your case, you?
I'm saying, I feel like give her a chance, because females don't really go out their way to try to talk to people, talk to niggas. Like, I just don't see it. Like, you have to be a real, like, the only bitches I be seeing is bitches be trying to get at is rap niggas. Like, so if you get caught, you gotta take it with you.
Do you ever feel like, wow, she's contacting me, she's initiating this, something fishy's going on, maybe she's trying to finesse me, maybe this is a clout thing, maybe this is
That's why me personally, I'm just showing you what I do, but I'm in a relationship, so pardon my words if I get them out wrong. You gotta just fuck these hoes and don't lay up with them hoes. Like, fuck that bitch and go, nigga. Like, don't lay up with that hoe. That's what niggas see. Niggas be eating out. You gotta eat in. Yeah, you gotta eat what you got at home.
Was her occupation ever a worry for you?
Who, my old lady?
Yeah.
No.
She's an exotic dancer?
She ain't not no more. Ain't got a lot of that shit. That shit was done. We just did that to just... Well, that was her hustle. She did that before we met me, but that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Ah, okay.
But when she got with me, that shit done. That shit done.
You get her to stop?
No, she got out of that shit. Like, one day, like, I was just going up with the music, and like, I ain't even had no deal. There were months for my deal, and I fell in love, and I was like, baby, fuck that strip club. Like, if I have to rob a nigga, like, you ain't going back in there. And she took my word.
Now, when you did do some time in street activity, thinking back, any regrets on that path there? Looking back at your past?
No.
Why not? Some people do have regrets.
Because I learned. I had learned from them. I had learned what not to do. What not to go for. All money ain't good money, you did. Like, boy, like 3 seconds to take your life from you, like, no cap. 3 seconds, like 3 seconds turn 30 years. So I just want people out there to think, like, just think before you move. But I don't have no regrets though.
Was it worth it? Was the risk worth the reward, or whatever it is you got out of it back then?
Everything. It was worth it because it gave me wisdom. it gave me light to see what really real.
Now, I want to ask you this. You were obviously in street activity. You were still attending school. You were 1 foot in school and 1 foot.
I dropped out in 9th grade.
You did.
Yeah. I dropped out in 9th grade.
Why?
Honestly, they had me in the special ed, and I didn't want them all to see me in high school and special ed. They had me in behavior, but special ed. So no, I'm a resource room. So I was fucking like, I didn't want my whole to walk out of the room like, hey, go where? So fuck that, we not fuck it, But I feel like it's motherfuckers that go to college, and I know way more than them, and I got way more done than them in life. Like, they wasted a whole fucking 12 years, and they on the bridge asking me for money. Them motherfuckers, the smart motherfuckers, yeah.
Hindsight 2020, looking at that decision there, any regrets with that? Dropping out at 9th grade?
No. Because I definitely learned enough what I need to learn from, and learn enough from the streets. And I'm doing that thing to just, I challenge my mind, you feel me? Like, most people don't challenge their mind, but I do. So, I don't regret nothing about dropping out of school.
What was your mother's reaction, or father's reaction back then at that decision there?
I was out of control by then. Like, mom dudes, I wasn't no bad child towards my mom and my dad. It was just like, I was staying with grown hoes, thugging in the streets, banging with YGC and them. Shit, fucking, I got expelled, like, I got expelled from school. And I was just like, nah, we got down, me got down, my cousin and my little partner, we broke the nigga arm at school. And goddamn, they be like, the police gonna come. The police locked my partner up, and they was coming from the school. They would call the police to the school every day, and I just was like, fuck that, I ain't going. And that what made me start going.
Ever why'd you guys break that kid's arm?
He beat the fuck out my cousin. He blacked my cousin eye. They said that young nigga. But I always knew that young nigga. They said that young nigga got by a life sentence now though. I seen that in his future though, cause he was that crazy. He was crazy about my cousin. We was the shit back in school.
You remember how you guys broke it?
We was on the bleachers, and my partner slammed him into the bleachers. And when he slammed, we were already fine, but when he slammed into the bleachers, it really goddamn hurt his shit.
How'd you learn how to fight?
Get my ass beat. Getting beat up all the time. And I just started swinging.
Were you good at fighting? Were you bad at fighting?
I'm definitely good. But, at first I just had to get my shit together. There was a lot of hills where I'm from. So we just keep trying till you go. I just feel like right now, if you beat me up, as long as I fight, I get respect. I ain't no hoe. And most niggas won't fight. Most niggas go out like a bitch. But me, I'm go all the way.
Was there any ever thoughts at obtaining a GED?
I thought about that. Honestly, we had a family. I say by last year we had a family reunion. My auntie was like, she listened to my mixtape, and she said something about the GED, and I went off on her. I was like, you worry about what I said in my mixtape, but you're not understanding it, where it come from. Like, you just judging me off my words. Which I feel like she didn't listen to it, because the first word I said is really like the first word say like, cops shoot niggas like fadeaways, looking in my daughter's face and hope to God I provide today. You feel me? That ain't no, like, I know, like, you would think I'm that you'll think I got my GED if you hear that mixtape, which I didn't. But she didn't hear it, and she looked past that. And but it definitely was a thought. But right now, as how my life going now, that's the least things on my list.
I know you said here in this this segment that you've learned some things. When I asked you about, do you regret your time and things of that nature in the street and stuff like that? What do you think is the biggest lesson you learned from the streets? Street activity, that street
Trusting people. Trusting people. That's the biggest lesson I learned.
Explain.
People goddamn hit a lick with you and tell on you. They'll walk out your mama's back door and shoot you in the fucking head. Like, I just don't trust nobody. Like, in the streets, I don't trust nobody.
Are you able to spot that before it even gets that far?
Off the muscle. That's just me being me. Like, I'm a praying man, you dig what I'm saying? So, I sense that negative energy God just got. Like, if you a fuck nigga, I'm gonna sense that shit. Off the muscle. Like, oh, he a hoe. My sister just gonna tell me, oh, you a bitch. Like, I don't need you around me. Like, that's real shit.
Is it a certain thing a person does that keys it off, or it's just more so your intuition?
Your energy, my intuition.
Now, I know that in this interview you stated that there were cousins that were part of that set there, and I know your mother was a hustler herself at one point. So I respectfully ask you this question, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If she hustled the way she did, and then you end up growing up hustling the way you did she fail you as a parent?
No. No, my mama ain't failed me. No way. Despite all the hustling and shit, my mama did a fucking... I ain't dead in jail. I ain't did no prison time. I ain't got hit up. I ain't got no war wounds. I'm a street nigga. I'm probably one of the only rappers that could pull up in any hood and get served. Like, my mama did a damn well job.
Hey, Worl, a.k.a. Big Junior, jumping out the porch, and Junior jumping out the porch with me. Did Big Junior.
With us on Off the Porch, man.
I'm back. I ain't sick this time. I got to pop my shit.
Yeah, last time you were here, I think that was February. Yeah, you were pretty sick, man. A lot of comments about, like, what was wrong with him?
Yeah, I got to get my shit out this time.
Yeah, and who you got with you today, man?
I got Junior with me.
There you go.
This is my baby boy.
How old is he right now?
3 months.
3 months. There you go.
Up.
And that's what, your third kid?
Yeah, this my third son.
Third son.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Third son.
Yeah. And
I got 4. I got 3 boys and 1 girl.
Okay. Your fourth and one.
But he the youngest, though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got you. Last night you performed at the Hawks game. What was that experience like for you, bro?
That shit was big coming from where I come from. Like, I ain't too tough in sports, but
yeah,
that shit was big, man. I just feel amazing and blessed about being a part of it.
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
Yeah, he was out there performing with 2 Chainz and the
Sleepy,
TRU.
school, hot, crazy.
Yeah, Sleepy Rose premiered his new
Georgia
single.
on the halftime. We had the post game, and that shit was turned up, man. The folks was really, I really liked the folk vibe though.
Yeah, they showed you a lot of love up there.
Man, what did they?
They treated you like you was the athlete.
They treated me like I was 2 Chainz. I can't get mad at that right there.
Yeah,
that was dope.
Did you ever think you would be performing during the Hawks game?
No, I never thought that.
Yeah.
But we've been going so hard lately, so, like, ain't no telling what finna come next.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, we interviewed you back in February, but a lot has changed since then, you know? You signed with 2 Chainz label, which is now partnered with Atlantic Records.
Yeah.
How would you describe your 2019?
Man, crazy, historical, dope, like, man, like, that shit, it's the best, like, I don't see myself doing that though. Like, but this shit, like, everything I've been doing in 2019, just showing me that I can keep it going. You feel me? I can do more. And it make me more hungry, like, it make me too hungry. It make me motivated doing shit, like when Chains bring us out, like he bring us out everywhere. Like, I don't give a fuck how big it is. He gonna bring us out, let us kick our shit, let us feel like, bro, y'all can get here too. So that shit crazy.
Yeah. Is there any goals you didn't hit in 2019?
Platinum. I'm trying to go platinum.
Trying to go platinum?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what I'm looking for right now. I'm already platinum in the streets, as you know. But you know, I'm trying to go platinum in this industry.
There you go. How did you initially link up with 2 Chainz? I think in February you just had the management deal with Street Execs, right?
Nah, I just straight signed the chain.
Okay.
But it's the team.
Yeah.
But how I went, it was on some street shit. I was thugging one night, and my partner from the same hood, he was with Chain.
Okay.
So he was like, Chain was looking at my interview. He was like, shit, I'm looking for new artists and shit. So I was like, shit, I got somebody to pull up right now. It was like 5-something in the morning. I was just thugging outside.
Really?
So I was like, shit, they got me a ride, they got me an Uber. I walk in Chain shit, and got down. He was so genuine. He was too genuine. Like, I was starstruck. I ain't gonna even lie. I was like, damn, the Chains. And, you know, but he treated me like, I've been wanting to meet you, bro. Like, I'm fucking with you, bro. But that first night we met, we wouldn't even talk about no music. We talk about like family, God, shit, like trying to put shit like that together. But we straight guy in the car. When I say guy in the car, he guy in the booth. He went crazy. I was so nervous. Like, I ain't never been this nervous in my life. Like, but when I tell you, man, it took me so long to do my verse. It took me like 40 minutes to do my verse.
Really?
I finished that motherfucker. But usually now like we know each other. Now I get off on his ass. But I was so starstruck and nervous I couldn't get off. But that's how we met, and we've been going up ever since.
Yeah. What was that first song? Is it something that's been released or not
Nah,
released?
it was just some, like, I'm fucking with you.
Okay.
Like, let's do something. But
Yeah.
no, I can't even remember. Honestly, I can't even remember the song.
Yeah. And what was your reaction when you learned that he wanted to sign you?
It made me feel good about myself, man. Because you know the work I was putting in the streets, passing out my mixtape, me and my old lady just going every hood in Atlanta and just working, performing, paying for bottles, paying for VIPs, and it just felt like all that work paid off. And like I could have signed anybody, like I was going crazy in this town.
Oh yeah.
But I just felt like Chain was more genuine, and it's like he was putting me in meetings. He went in, like when he was signing Luna, like it was shit like that going on. So I seen the bigger picture. I'm like, oh, Charlotte really fucking. I ain't gotta be in these type of meetings. You feel me? So once I seen that, I was like, man, we more than a CEO artist. This is my big brother, little brother. Like,
yeah. And right now, you guys are working on the TRU compilation, Looking Like a Records.
That shit crazy. Worl is all over there.
Yeah.
I'm all on that shit.
What can you tell fans about this project? What should they be expecting?
Real Atlanta sound. You know, we got School on there. He doing his thing. You know, everybody knows School. We got Hot on there. Crazy. Sleep going up. And of course, Chainz. The album is basically like for discovery because y'all already know Chainz. Yeah. Like, we finna get y'all some new sounds. So it's like y'all pick who y'all like. You feel me? That's what y'all gonna get for the album.
Yeah. And what have those recording sessions been like with all of you guys?
Our truth session's crazy.
Yeah.
Our truth session's crazy. We just like friendly competition. We gonna go in, like back and forth. Yeah. Like, but we just like me. I just, you know, sometimes I just like recording by myself, and I just pass over to everything I did.
Okay.
But when we get together, like it's definitely a friendly competition.
Yeah. Yeah. Was it instant chemistry between you and all the artists, or did it take a while for you guys?
Nah, we linked out the rip. Like when I first met Sleepy, we straight did no drop. I'm talking about straight. We dapped each other down, and I went in, and he came behind me like hot. I was like, this little motherfucker crazy. So it's gonna take some time with him. But we locked in. Yeah. School, I've been knowing him. You know, been on School. Like School, been talented. We've been on. Yeah. Like been locking in way before Chainz. Like I know School. So you know, that when I was scared to rap. When I know School, I wasn't making no money out of no rap. I ain't killing about no rap shit. Yeah. But School
Scoop was the man then.
Of course,
and he always acknowledged me. I always acknowledged him. So
And what's it like working on a compilation album, with multiple artists compared to one of your solo projects?
I say me personally with the compilation, I just wanted to get my 100%, cause anytime like folks be like, nah, I like him sound, I like his sound, nah, I like Worl, you feel me? So I feel like everybody came with they hard as shit.
Yeah,
you feel me?
All right, and back in September, you released your excellent project, Generally Speaking.
Generally Speaking, man, you know, I'm big general. I had to drop that. I had to give my fans something. It was a year long.
Yeah, I was going to say, it had been over a year. How excited were you to get that out?
I was too excited because everything about the project was bigger than Went Broke from Buying Dreams. The people who discovered me probably right now, who will discover me after this interview, they'll think Generally Speaking my first project. Yeah. Which is not, because I had my first street project Went Broke from Buying Dreams, and I was passing out tapes. You had to come to my hood to get a CD.
You had to go to Four Seasons to get it.
I felt big. I'm in a new deal. I'm a signed artist. I got True behind me, and I got bigger features. The cover was bigger. The titles was bigger. The track was bigger. I had missing, on my last mixtape, when none of that mixed, I just put that shit out, and folks ate it up. So I felt good about Generally Speaking. Yeah. So, but I did that in a week.
Really?
Yeah. Me and my boy Slick. We did that in a week. I just put my all in it, and boom.
Yeah. If fans have been sleeping on this, what one song should they play first from this project?
Me, I say the Day Shift.
Why Day Shift?
Day Shift just give you that grind. Man, I gotta give me some money. Yeah. And that's my favorite on the track.
Okay.
But all of my favorite, but that's one I just straight go to.
Yeah. Talk to us about this music video for Village. Where did the inspiration come from for this video? This video's hard.
I honestly say the cover.
Okay.
I say folks probably think I was coming with the Muslim thing, but I wasn't. It was the white stand for we was getting purified in this jungle we living in. You feel me? So we just bought all the children robes and all of them Muslim. But we wasn't Muslim. I wasn't trying to be funny on their culture or nothing. I was just trying to show we getting purified. That was the white stand for it. The village. This my village. You feel me? It really showed leadership. Okay. You feel me? So that's where the video came from.
Yeah. And that song was produced by Fat Boy.
Fat Boy.
ATL legend, man.
Legend,
yeah. What was it like working with him?
Man, it was first Slick and Shug, they kept saying Fat Boy, Fat Boy, Fat. I'm I don't know no Fat Boy. I know the tag he had, but I ain't know. But when we met, he was man, bro, you really this song really how I imagined when I made the beat. You came right on it. So I got another track with him. Crazy. Come out. Name Open Eyes, but that's something later. But,
okay.
But it was just genuine love with him. Off the muscle, off the muscle, Fat Boy, I fuck with him.
Yeah. He's a true musician too, you know.
Well, he was so happy that I got on the beat, man, Worl, you got on my beat, I felt I ain't popping like that for Fat Boy to be he came to the studio and everything and redid it, took some sound, brought some sounds up.
Oh shit!
He really fucked with me.
Yeah. All right. Who are some of the other producers you worked with on that project?
I have who I got on there. I got my boy Butler on there.
Okay.
Butler, my dog.
Yeah.
Shawty Fresh, Tell Me.
Yeah.
Trouble Sounds. He was just a person who followed my Instagram and sent me some beats. And he always sent me beats. And I just but really no name people them the names I know but everybody else they like me trying to come up. Yeah. So that what made it even harder.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right. Are you planning your next solo project right now?
Oh yeah, I got that World 1 on the way.
Okay, that's the title.
Very soon, World 1.
Okay.
Hard.
So that'll probably be out after the True.
Yeah, I wanted to give the people that first. But I was I have to. It's
too much. I had to sit and meditate and think about how I want to bring it. And so I just like, man, come on, let's put this generally speaking together. So that's what we did.
So how would this new project differ from generally speaking?
Like it's most like that. It's most like on that no sleep world. Like that insomnia world, just straight out. Like I don't get no fuck street shit.
Yeah.
Like I usually goddamn be Young Wallace and I do my harmonize and shit.
Yeah.
I'm straight rapping.
Okay.
Straight rapping.
Okay. And outside of TRU, have you been working with any other rappers?
Yeah, Glock Gun, my dog.
Okay, yeah.
2-4 Heavy.
Yeah.
The Great 8, like everybody who coming up in Atlanta, everybody who coming up, like I'm ready to work with anybody now.
Yeah. That's what's up. And you say you're not a rapper, but a community activist.
Yes, I'm a community activist. I get my messages through music.
Yeah.
Like I don't rap, period.
Yeah.
I deliver my message through music.
Yeah.
They have to understand it. You feel me?
Yep.
My only purpose is to uplift the community. Period.
Yeah. And talk to us about this No Child Left Behind.
No Child Left Behind, it started as an idea. You feel me? Like I feel like, cause I wasn't left behind. Come on, you see what's going on with me? Like, no child left behind. But it started with an idea, and we started we did a World
Yeah.
annual World in 4 seasons. Just bought candy, spoon races for the children, gave away hella candy. We had an Easter egg.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like we really doing but basically like that idea finna grow big to a foundation. And,
Okay.
That's where it come from.
Yeah. And what's your ultimate goal once you do have the foundation start up?
Just always giving back.
Yeah.
Always coming back.
Yeah. Why is that so important to you?
Because I feel like, man, children only gonna do what they see. So if we show them how to do this shit right, they gonna do it right.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. You also have World Wings, as you mentioned here in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, man, like that World, when I gotta bring it to the city, it's on Redan in the cave, so it's so far. Folks be like, man, World.
I live on the east side. It's perfect for me.
Yeah, I've been trying to fuck with it, but I gotta bring it to the city. But World Wing, like, that's a compliment for me. Like, I don't cook though.
Yeah.
But, y'all definitely can stop there and get some good hot wings, 10 pieces.
Yeah.
That shit hitting.
Yeah.
Like, period.
Yeah. So you do plan to expand with more locations? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. As you mentioned, you have 4 kids now.
Yeah.
What has fatherhood taught you?
Huh?
What has fatherhood taught you?
Fatherhood taught me I always be present. I always be there. Like, I don't want no another man raising my children.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't tell my children, they will never know. So I wouldn't want you to tell them.
Yeah. All right. Well, what's some of your goals for 2020?
Saying my children grow. Going platinum.
Okay.
Going platinum with my team as well. Getting married with my old lady player.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, boss shit, man. I'm a boss, man. I ain't no regular. I ain't regular, man. You dig? So I just got a lot of things I want to accomplish.
Yeah. All right. What does Dirty Glove Bastard mean to you?
Me, everything, man. They been fucking with my grind, man. Listen, let me go back.
Okay.
Cause folks don't really understand how fucked up I was, like, and people like genuinely fuck with me, like. Dirty Glove Bastard always fuck with me, like before I had my situation at Street as X and True, like I used to go to Corey Mo spot in Decatur and pay my little money to record, and them folks sometimes I wouldn't even have all the money, and them folks still let me go in there just because I was a genuine person. They were genuine with me. I love Dirty Glove Bastard. Yeah. Dirty Glove Bastard fuck with me, and I always fuck with them.
Yeah, we rooting for you, bro.
I'm rooting for y'all.
We're gonna go up together,
man. Wait, I'm telling them all, but God, I want to remember this now. When we get up there, Jay-Z numbers, I want to still come on the porch. You did pop my shit.
That's what's up. Yeah, you always have a home here. You know that.
Yeah. I want to always come pop my shit with Dirty Glove.
All right, Worl, you got the TRU compilation album on the way. You're working on your solo project. What else you got coming up?
More things for the kids in my community.
Okay.
Stuff like that, and just dropping more music. I'm trying to drop a song like every week, just keep them, cause I don't really like to drop a lot of times, but they've been on my ass. So
yeah, I've seen you drop a few Lucy's since the project's been out too.
Y'all get it. I got a lot of music though.
Yeah.
So I just be home. I want to give my fans what they deserve. You feel me? That's why I hold. But shit coming along.
Yeah. Do you have any plans to do something special, like a give back for Christmas time this year?
Oh yeah, that's coming.
Okay.
That's coming. I just ain't put the name on it and set
Okay.
it up. But that's definitely coming. Seriously.
Okay.
That's definitely.